What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to my worst free-for-all matches in a very long time. Two of those you're gonna see right here, guys, and I'm pretty sure you know the circumstances and situations yourself. You play free-for-all the way you always do and the way you're known to be, you know, as good as possible, and no matter what you try, it just doesn't seem to pay off. It just doesn't work, right? Every kill gets stolen. Every shot you take, you get a one-hit lockdown. And at the end, it's always the same dude who gets all the kills. Like in this case, boom, my kill stolen, and then I'm stolen. Enemy 4, 2 kills, money 0. Or 0, if you will. Is that L for you? Yes, it is. Guys, I don't know, man. This is one of those matches. I respawn, I'm in the middle of the open, and I had no idea that enemy 3 respawned with me at the same time, directly next to me. Normally these spawns cannot happen, but when they both respawn at the same time, it can happen. And in this case, I was in the middle of the open, all my dashes were used, and I had an Ares with a fully loaded shield and, of course, easy mode last stand on him too. I was still able to drop his robot completely down and activate his last stand, but with last stand, there was nothing else to do. And here, last stand also activated on this guy. You see, all I'm good for here, all I'm good for in this match, by the way, the guy who I just activated last stand before is back behind me, already hammering at me with his retribution ability, and just putting me into the grave instantly, while I'm trying to sneak into whatever tiniest corners I can find to just kind of shield myself from this insane onslaught that these insane #1 meta bots are hammering into me, and I'm with my little Augwong, no resistance active, absolutely chanceless, right? And once again, I activated last stand on both enemies, and I have 0 kills. And then I spawn in the middle of the map with a 350 meter range. This isn't even my map, right? My map would be Dead City, Valley, Power Plant, and these kind of maps. This is my maps, because this hangar is made for 350 meter brawling. It's bad enough that I have to play in this horrible environment of long-range Ares all the time. But then I spawn with my Vortex Spectre, and yeah, stealth jump used, and guess what? Another Ares spawns next to me. And sometimes the game is just against you. Sometimes it's not just you fighting the already way too overpowered Ares with their easy mode last stand and, you know, all that. No, sometimes the game also wants to just screw you, pretty much, because there is a lot of random stuff involved. For example, you know, getting the kill, right? Or locking someone down. Those are like random factors, and they do not work all the time. And when you're already playing in a map that you don't belong into with your hangar, and then you play against robots that you're not supposed to fight in a long-range fight where you can't hurt them, and then the game comes in, once again, by the way, activated once someone's last stand, and the game comes in and says, okay, 4 hits, 6 hits, 8 hits, 10 hits from double Corona, and I'm just gonna let him run away from you without locking him down. He's just gonna be able to just walk around the corner, and he's gone. Another 4 or 5 hits, he's still not locked down. It's just like 12 hits from the Corona, and he just walks away laughing at you and not getting a single lockdown. All for what? So that he can come in again with complete invincibility for 9 seconds and retribution hammering on you. Right, all for that, just so that he has these 2% HP that he can use to hammer another 200,000 damage into you, which you see right here. In this case, thankfully, my Fenrir has enough health to sustain that, and I was actually able to get my first kills in this match. Believe it or not, Manni has done like, I don't know, much more damage than any other player has done in this match, I'm pretty sure. But they have gotten the kills, and I have gotten none of them so far. And now I can finally start getting a few kills. I needed them because if I hadn't gotten these 2 kills, this was my last robot already. I wouldn't have been able to bring any robots back into the game if I hadn't gotten these kills, because I had not earned a single reinforcements points to bring a robot back in free-for-all. This was so a horrible match. Absolutely insane, dude. And I'm glad that I'm also being a little bit lucky here in the game. It's just, you know what, Manni? You have suffered hard enough now. Here, you get 1 kill for free. And that's the one I just got at long range that, you know, the other guy did more damage too. But hey, this is one of these moments, man. These moments that make you want to rip your hair out of you. It's just insane. We have here enemy 4, the guy who's already second. And by the way, I'm only third. I'm only third, and he gets the kill, by the way. Here, now the game gives, the game takes. I just got a kill over there, and now I did all the damage output against the Mercury. Enemy 4 got the kill. And then, of course, once again, I walk down. I'm being 2-on-1'd by an Aochun and by an Ares, and all I'm good for, and all I get to do is activate someone's last stand, and then it's fun time for the others. Oh man, horrible. But you know what? This is the moment when I say, okay, it's enough. I'm gonna turn this thing around. I'm gonna use my skills. I'm gonna use all the skills and knowledge I have of the game and try to turn this freaking thing around. I wanna win this, even though my chances are slim to non-existent. So let's go in. These guys are fighting. The Ares has his shield back, and I'm using a very interesting technique here. I'm doing the quick switch. Quick switch before the Ares dies, getting the Ares and getting the Aochun right before he wanted to stealth jump. Bop bop! Both kills mine. There was some luck involved, no doubt about it. A lot of luck. But there was also some really great skillful move with the quick switch right at the right millisecond where you still get the kill from your previous target, and you do not have to have the 4 or 3 seconds targeting lock on with your Scourge and Calamity. So, okay, so we're second meanwhile, okay? We're not remotely first. The guy who started the match with getting everything, right? Everything he tried worked. Every lockdown locks, every shot kills, everything works for him. That's this guy over to the right from your perspective now. And that would be enemy 4. And just to prove, this guy, by the way, apparently had lock-on ammo on his Dragoons. So here, all of a sudden, I stop dealing damage, and guess who gets the kill? Yes, enemy 4, because he doesn't have enough of those yet. No, he needs this kill too. And I'm like, really desperate at this point. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do now? If the game is so heavily against me, and I'm already fighting in an environment I don't want to fight in, and I'm already fighting powerful robots that I do not really want to fight. What else can I do at this point, right? And I'm deciding just, you know what, let's just go and focus the guy who is closest to me. I know another dude is coming from behind. I know it, but I have no other choice. My only choice here, I'm being locked now. My only choice is to go and fight this guy, because he is the threat. So I go inside his shield, I dash inside, I dash right next to him, and hopefully miss him and make him lose his firepower and make him miss me because of the dashes. And I was successful. I got this kill. But of course, he's still first. He's got so many kills more than I do that I'm gonna have to outplay him constantly now. And his Ares that he will just bring him back over and over again. But I'm determined. I know I have the skills to do it. I just need the game to also allow me a little bit of luck. I just need a little bit of luck. For example, I need to get this kill. But guess what? Bam! Kill stolen by enemy 3. No! War robots, what have I done to you? Okay, well, let's try and get this kill then. Oh, guess what? Enemy 4 is already firing at me from a distance, so the only choice I have is make sure I do not die to enemy 4, who was first. And now enemy 3 is first, and I'm realizing that I'm third again. I'm the last guy in this active match. Oh, that's such an absolutely horrifying match. Thankfully, he was hiding from the Aochun and I could get this kill. And I look up and I see, whoa, I'm first now. Alright, so it's all about staying first now, which is not going to be easy because these guys are super heavy meta players with Aochuns and Ares all day long. What I do here, I try to bait this guy to use his shield, okay? Because as long as he has used his shield, he's not going to come for me. I know that much, right? As long as he can't use his shield, he's not gonna play offensively, he's gonna play defensively with his Ares. And that's kind of what I've bought myself, a few extra seconds by releasing his shield early. Of course he walks behind cover right before I could finish him off. And yeah, unfortunately I can't finish him before he gets the kill on enemy 4. Then I kill him afterwards, I be back being first. And I was like, oh, I can't believe it. I made it. I was sweating. I was so I was done with the game at this point, right? No, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you see right here the same thing that I felt all the time. By the way, I had the highest amount of restore points now. I could have kept bringing robots back and back and back, and they were out of robots now. Except this dude here. But you see what I mean, right? I won with the same amount of kills, but I did a lot more damage than he did. And that's exactly what I felt the whole time, that I did the damage, but they got the kills. And that's exactly what we have here. By the way, greetings, it's a Turkish player here. I feel like I play against these players a lot, and so my greetings and heads off here for this amazingly tight match, man. And this was just one of them, alright? Now tell me, guys, do you know these experiences? Do you make them yourselves too? If so, leave a like and comment down below in the comment section and tell me what your experiences are with those matches. They're frustrating, aren't they? Man, I could go without such matches, no problem, man. And, yeah, let's go into the second match. I'm starting with a Nemesis, and you know what happens here normally on the map? The guys to the right, these two, spot 1 and spot 2 usually fight each other, and I can fight spot 4, enemy 3 right there, right? Right? Well, not this time, because this time enemy 2 decides to ignore enemy 4, who is in the spot 1. And, yeah, he just goes for me for some weird, strange reason. Even though he's getting attacked from behind and from the front, he decides to go for that Nemesis, because why not? So, and then, by the way, not only do I take massive damage from the Inquisitor, no, that wouldn't be it. Not one of my legs are damaged, no, both of my legs are damaged now. Wonderful. What, you know what that means, right? That means I can activate my shield, and the Ares is gonna be able to walk inside my shield because my legs are damaged and I'm slow. Thank you, Inquisitor! Oh, man. Alright, respawn. 0 kills for Manni here, but we're still going and we got our first kill. Okay, whew. That brings back some motivation and some, you know, we're feeling it again. Let's go and get this Inquisitor kill, Invader killed. Apparently this was not a maxed Invader, because a maxed Invader would have only lost like 40, 50% health from this. It must have been Mark 1 and not level 12. Or maybe Mark 1 at least. It wasn't Mark 2. Whew. Okay, so we have successfully baited this guy's shield, so we can come in and kill him. Thankfully, no easy mode on this Ares. And, so we were able to take him out, without, you know, unnecessary troubles here in the end. It was, you know, I feel like an Ares that activates his insane shield too early. An Ares that lets himself be outplayed so hard, running everything they have, lockdown ammo and the Ares shield and the 8 weapons at the same time, you know. And by the way, enemy 3 got this kill. Yeah, sure, dude. If an Ares lets himself get outplayed like this, then I feel like he deserves to die. It's so strong, then if you let yourself be outplayed like this, you deserve to die. But the problem is that Last Stand kind of prevents that dying part. Last Stand is the thing that makes it so that, okay, I have let myself get outplayed by him now, but you know what, I don't care, I have my Last Stand, I can still win, and that's the problem, right? And that's why I call it the easy mode when it's used on the Ares and on the out. Showing these two robots, I think they shouldn't be able to use Last Stand, period. Boom. They're already so powerful, they just don't need it. And we're fighting here the Pursuer, because we know the Pursuer had just fought a few seconds ago against whatever this was, a Nemesis or something that he fought and that he beat. And as a result, I knew he didn't have stealth jump or stealth run anymore. His stealth was gone, and I knew I could come around the corner and beat him without him having any stealth. Of course, there's a pilot skill now in the game with the new pilots that will let him have another stealth ability when he reaches 50% health. Thankfully, he did not have that. Whew, okay, that was good for me. And by the way, we're still only second. Enemy 3 already has way too many kills. He's ramping down on this bridge. He's fighting everybody, and no one can take him out because he's got an Ares. Boom, he's on godlike now. Now he activates the shield, and of course he instantly locked enemy 2, and guess what? Boom, godlike again. And enemy 3 is just becoming so far away from me that I can barely catch up with him at all. But he just used his shield, so I have to wait out his easy mode here before I can finish him off. Thankfully that worked, and I did not have to use my last stand here. I'm not calling the last stand easy mode on... Did you see that, by the way? He shot me once and I was instantly locked. I'm not calling the last stand easy mode on the Strider, by the way, because I feel like the Strider kind of needs this extra health, because he doesn't have resistance, no shield, no stealth. You only have dashes on the Strider, and you're not even having a lot of health on it either, right? And you're not even having the highest firepower off either. So you really have not any of these insane superpower abilities. So I think like last stand on the Strider is something you can really use very well on it. And it makes it a powerful machine. It allows you to skillfully outplay meta robots. as long as they don't have last stand. And yeah, even when they have last stand. And I'm gonna show and prove this to you guys in this video. I'm gonna show you how this Strider, when played skilled and right, can beat the highest meta machine Ares, even with easy mode active, okay? Let's see. Let's go. I accelerated this part here because I wanted to show you how long these guys were battling there. The first placed enemy 3 with his Ares versus an Invader. And the Invader just suppressed his weapons, but I think he's getting killed right now. Now that I come in and want to get the kills, boop, kill gotten by enemy 3, of course. You know, to be honest, it was his kill to begin with, right? It wasn't supposed to be my kill. I knew I didn't have last stand anymore, and I knew he had last stand, and I went in, I activated his last stand, but I had my last stand gone, so I could not win, no chance, because he had the shield back too. If I still have had my last stand, I could have dashed inside his shield, and I may have beaten him there. But not without having my last stand against his meta bot with last stand. There's no way. Okay, so he is still first, of course, and he will be first for a very long time. But I'm coming in and trying to turn this thing around. By the way, if you like these kinds of videos here, guys, with trying to outplay super strong meta robots, which I do a lot on my own account, and where not everything is Mark II and maxed, then yeah, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done that yet. And if you want to see more of my videos, even non-war robots, if you want to see how I do in other games, then check out my second channel. It's called Good Mood Gaming on YouTube, okay? You'll find it immediately. Now, enemy 3 had just used his Ao-Chun, right? Oh man, I hate this part of the song. He just used his Ao-Chun flight. I'm coming in, I'm trying to bring him down before he's got the next flight ability, but of course, there it is. The next flight is coming out, and all I got, I don't have any quantum radar on this one here. I only have healing. So I'm running away, I'm trying to survive, and thankfully, I already drained one of his Avengers, right? One of his Avengers was lost. And the other good thing is that I was able to live long enough for his Avenger to be empty, so I was able to take him out. Now, I wanted to outplay him greatly here by double dashing behind this cover, which he did not expect. He thought he activates his shield, and then he pushes me into the tunnel, and then he just kills me. Because I don't have last stand anymore, and that's the big problem here. My last stand, again, is lost from the previous fight against his Ao-Chun. With last stand, this would be no problem to me right now, because he's so close I can dash inside his shield. But without last stand, and him having last stand, this becomes almost impossible. But yeah, let's get going here. He would have locked me down now. I dashed past him one more time. His last stand is ticking, and now I'm making a mistake. I should have stopped firing here, because look, my ammo is depleted, okay? I would now still, even though I have no last stand, I would be able to kill him if I wasn't so stupid to use all of my ammo. I'm using all my ammo here. I keep firing even though he's got last stand, and then his last stand is gone. As you see right here, he starts taking damage again. But of course, I'm A, locked down, I can't use my dash, and B, my weapons are now reloading. I have to wait for the lockdown to wear off and for the reload to lose, and then I'm dead. If I hadn't fired empty my weapons, I would have been able to get him. He is still first. Okay, and now we're having the final 2 fights, okay? There's 2 more fights coming now, because I need 2 kills to win this. Alright, I need to kill this robot and his next robot with my 1 Strider to be able to win. So, I'm saving up dashes here. so I can reach all the way to him. I know I have anti-control, which means he cannot lock me down here, right? I'm dashing inside his shield, his last stand was used before, and I get him. Alright, so that one was okay. Of course, he instantly locked me down as soon as my anti-control. It's one of those lucky players, right? My anti-control wears off, my resistance against lockdown, he fires one more time, instant lock. Thankfully, I was able to get inside his shield before that happened, and I was able to kill him. Now, we're here back. I lost a little bit of health, but I have my last stand still, and we know what he has. He has an Ares with level 5 or 6 last stand, and everything there is to have, okay? But we also know that I have the anti-control, which is a real blessing on the Strider, by the way. And all I need to do is make sure I don't lose my lock on when I run at him, when I dash at him, and when I dash around him, because I need to make him lose his firepower by dashing left and right and everywhere. But I need to make sure I do not lose my lock on. This is very important. If I lose my lock on, I'm dead, because I don't have these extra 3 or 4 seconds to lock on again. So, plan A, go to him, dash to him, and ignore the lockdown weapons with the anti-control. Get inside the shield, hurt him really bad. Activate his last stand, dash around him, stick with him and very close to him, and then stay inside his shield the whole time so that I can kill him when his last stand is over. Whew. It's now or never. We only have 31 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show on the road. Dash 1, dash 2. I would be locked down now. I didn't lose my lock on. My last stand is ticking. His last stand is ticking. One last dash around him inside the shield. Boom. 17 seconds to go. I got the kill. My last stand is gone. His last stand was gone. His shield was used. And of course, with just one single shot, he triggered the lockdown. Did you see that, guys? I dashed at him, he fires one shot, boom, and my robot blew a blue spark effect, which means my anti-control was immediately activated. Jesus. It's one of those moments, man. Again, I won this match just so close, with also, again, the same amount of kills and just dealing more damage against Ro, Captain A. Also a very familiar face, if you want to call it a face, a player name that I've seen a lot in the recent playtime. Ro, very powerful clan. They usually play on Beacon Rush together in a platoon with like 3 or 4 Ro guys, and they usually win, you know, with nice team play and overlapping Ares shields. So in this case, I had one of them isolated here. It was a tough fight, and even though I was incredibly unlucky at first for the, not getting the kills that I needed, and then getting the kill stolen by him most of the time, him getting godlikes after godlikes, at the end, I was able to turn it around by the use of my Strider, my Hunter, my Ares killer. So what do you think about this video, ladies and gentlemen? It was something different. It was not just the usual, oh, Manni dominates everything. No, this was the moment where Manni is really frustrated and is experiencing some really hard time, man. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe, as brutal as a man can hit, for more. Thanks for bearing with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off.